Hey everybody, we're back in the shop today. I got a few things to talk about before we get into the project. Here's some video of some signs I got. This is a double-sided Jeep sign. I think you can see on the bottom, authorized Willys dealer, sales and service. It has some bulbs in there. Never had that one lit. It's a pretty big and heavy sign. Like I say, double-sided, real nice shape. Plastic isn't mangled up or anything. No cracks or anything in that. You might recognize that one from my channel trailer. There's a bunch of stuff around it, but that has its original red, white, and blue fluorescent bulbs in there. And it flashes and blinks and does all kinds of things. You could check that out on the channel trailer. And there's a lot of stuff in here. Hang in there with me. Here's another later sign, double-sided, lighted again. Never had that one lit. Wagoneer, truck, Cherokee, CJ5. I believe that sign is from 1974. Double-sided again. And let's come out here a little bit. And I'll show you another one. This is a very large, it says Jeep, and then behind it, the Jeep one doesn't have a frame. I think you could see in there, this said Jeep service. The service one still has its aluminum frame. So, I'm just showing you this stuff because everything is going for sale. I'm getting rid of everything. That CJ3A project left me in a terrible financial hole. And I'm getting rid of some stuff here just so I can continue on with some projects. You know, it's tough. Haven't been paid in a long time. It's been over a month since I got a paycheck, so just kind of getting fed up with everything, and gonna get a bunch of Jeep stuff out of my life here. This is a 1950 leather-bound salesman's data book, completely original. And this covers everything: engines, chassis, covers all different vehicles here: pickup truck, wagon, CJ3A. But this is the kind of high quality stuff I have. I've got a bunch of it, been collecting for years and years and years. So if anybody's interested in any of this stuff, just shoot me an email. I've got a bunch of data books. It's got all the different paint chips in it for 72, and that covers the CJs and the Commandos, Wagoneers, trucks, cabs and bodies, a little bit of everything in here. So, like I say, I've got a ton of this stuff. I don't have a list, so you know, just to head you guys off, and it's got fabric samples in it and everything. This is what you sat down with the when you went to the dealer. You'd sit down with this, and he'd have this book, and he'd tell you what you can order. And there's some more seat for the CJ5. There's the fabrics, the vinyl fabrics that they offered. So I don't have a list, so don't email me and ask me if I have a list, because I don't have a list of stuff available. Just first come, first serve. When I was going to sell all this stuff a while ago, I sold a bunch of it to a few guys, and then things didn't work out. Everybody kind of says they want stuff, but then they don't want to pay for it. But in that green box there If you're familiar with the Smithsonian Jeep, the Jeep that was built by Fine Art Models for the Smithsonian, they made 250 of them, and Chrysler got involved, and a whole bunch of legal stuff happened. But I have number 92 out of 250, and if you know what that is, and you're looking for one, I do have one, and it's a super high quality model. And if you're not familiar what it is, it's a MB Jeep, perfect restoration of a replication of an MB, and it was made by Fine Art Models, and it was called the Smithsonian Jeep. You can kind of Google that if you want to know what it is, but they're super hard to find, and they don't come up for sale often, but gotta sell some things in order to survive. So like I say, this whole CJ3A project got the best of me, put me in a bad place, and so just kind of selling things. If you can imagine, having a job and then all of a sudden not getting paid for a month, what that can do to your finances. So that's where I'm at with that. And one more thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was a few guys have been following my channel along pretty good. And I don't have a real popular channel. The kind of stuff I do doesn't attract a lot of subscribers and stuff. So it's not like I really make anything from YouTube. It's just I'm just trying to bring information out to you guys. But a few guys, and what we're looking at here is a fender. Before I get going, this is a fender for that snowblower Jeep. You see how rusty it is. But a few guys have mentioned about starting a different kind of channel. I think they called it a Patreon or Patreon, something like that channel. And from what I gather, it's a paying type channel. You have to pay to watch the videos. And I'm not familiar with it at all. But a few guys have recommended it. I don't know. I'm just trying to get some feedback and see what they're all about. See if you guys would be interested in watching my stuff over there instead of YouTube. Or if I should continue on with YouTube. Open to suggestions. Appreciate it if you would let me know what you think, so I can make a decision which way to go. Like I say, I had a lot of projects planned for 2018. Snowblower Jeep was going to get finished up. I was going to move on to that welder Jeep and do a V6 swap, or I've been leaning a little bit towards doing a diesel swap in there. But I got the rug pulled out from under me on the 3A project, so everything is kind of on hold. I'm going to do some stuff that I can and try and bring you some videos on stuff that I can do. But we don't have any, well, I guess I call it excess money to spend on these projects, because don't have any paying jobs in here. So there's the other fender over there. You can see what happens on the fenders. They get all rusted out. So I don't know if I'm going to do it. I took this one apart because I might make a fender. This inner fender house here is a little complicated, but in the front of the fender is kind of a bear. But I think I can make a set, but that won't be for a little while. But anyway, I had a lot of stuff planned. I really wanted to get that sawmill up and running and sawing some logs this year in the springtime or early summer. But like I say, there's a lot of stuff on hold. I kind of support this channel by, making various parts and pieces for people and selling the lubricants. And, like I say, I always have the lubricants in stock if anybody needs those. It helps me pay for what goes into this channel. And unless you've done it, it's hard to understand the time it takes to make the videos and edit them and stick them out there on YouTube and stuff like that. And I'm not complaining about anything. I'm just saying it does take time, and it prevents me from doing other things. So I'm covering a lot of ground here, like I say, if anybody's interested in buying any signs or any toys, I have a ton of new old stock toys. I got a ton of Japanese tin toys. Oh, I've got a whole lot of literature from 45 to about 86. And like I say, I've got lubricants for sale. I've got, you know, parts and pieces and things like that for sale for CJ2As, 3As, stuff like that. Some sheet metal pieces. Going over here now, I'm going to show you CJ5 body. You know, so just doing what I can to keep the channel alive and keep bringing you videos. And I'd like everybody's opinion on that other station there, or whatever it is. I don't know anything about that Patreon or Patriot channel. So if anybody's got any experience with it, you know, don't be afraid to shoot me a comment. So here's the body. This is a CJ5 snowblower Jeep body. And you can see I stopped all those beads on the floor a little bit shy of where they normally go, because there's a half cab on this. And when they originally put the half cab down, they just put it on the beads, and they left, you know, the space under the beads just open, and, you know, rain, snow, and everything would get into the cab. Completely rotted the floors out. Everything just went to... It was a terrible body, but it's coming back pretty good. So I have a line where the half cab goes, and I stopped on the wheelhouse panels, and I stopped on the floor and the other wheelhouse panel, and the half cab will sit right on the floor. We'll put some, you know, some foam or something under there, a nice gasket to seal out the rain and the snow. Toolbox is in, fussing around with the hinges now. All my floor plates are in good shape. I had to make those cowl supports there. I made those out of some 1/8 inch because they always rust out. So that was a real bear to make. But I've got both of those in. I decided to use again 1/8 material for the floor, because this is just going to be out in the worst kind of weather. So I used a heavy floor in here. Makes it very rigid, and I think it's going to work out real good. I was able to salvage the Jeep stamp from the old body, welded that in. Another area that goes always on these CJ5s is this little piece of hat channel that goes right there under the firewall support there. And I made those solid. That's just a piece of 4140 on each side. There was nothing left of the original. So that's not going anywhere. And it's going to be a heavy body, but I think it's going to be nice and secure. I've got the other Jeep stamp in there. We've got our holes for the fuel tank. That's where our heater is going to go. So everything's coming along pretty nice on this. I don't have a windshield, like I said, and I'm working on fenders, and I think I might try and build a set of fenders. You know, maybe there'll be some interest in seeing a fender build, I don't know. But shoot me a comment. It's always kind of helpful to know what people are thinking out there. And like I say, if you have any interest in anything, let me know. I'd like to keep the channel going. I'd like to bring you guys more videos and stuff. So just shoot a comment. Good, bad. I mean, I'm sure, you know, I get so many bad comments lately, you know, that, you know, send me bad comments. I don't care. Just let me know what you're thinking. And then along with the bad ones, I'm sure there'll be some good ones in there. So, you know, everybody just let me know what's on your mind. And as always, I'll respond to everybody and let you know what's happening. But I'd like to keep going with the channel and the videos. So, unfortunately, it takes it takes money to do that. So anybody needs any lubricants for their Jeep, this is the place to get them. And any serious collectors out there looking for anything, looking for some real high-end Willys and Jeep stuff, everything's going. I'm just kind of, you know, pissed off about the whole everything that's been going on lately. So just need to clear a section of my life out, make some money, and continue on with the projects. So that's my story, and that's what I got for you today. So there's going to be more body work on this CJ5 coming. So continue watching, and as always, you know I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.